Hi students. So from this video you are going to learn to find largest, smallest and second largest among three numbers. So this is your 8th program, 8 C++ program. So as we know that for every C++ program, the two common header files are #include iostream.h and #include conio.h. So you can look at these two first lines, that is #include iostream.h. It is nothing but for input and output statement. Now coming to the second line, that is conio.h. This header file will be used for clear screen function and also for the getch function. So to use this clear screen function and getch function, then we must include this header file called conio.h. Fine. So this iostream.h header file will be used for input and output functions, and this conio.h will be used for clear screen function and the getch function. And we know that in every C++ program, the program will start executing only from the main function. So without this main function, the program cannot able to execute it. So since this name we call it as main function, it is nothing but it is one of the important function. So it is one of the important function. It is going to execute the program through this main function. Okay. So we have done with the header file and we have declared this main function. Now we supposed to write the executable statements within this opening flower bracket and the closing flower bracket. So within this flower bracket we must include the executable statements which is required to find largest, smallest and second largest among three numbers. And as soon as you declare the main function, the very first thing is to do is declaring the variables. Declaring the variables is one of the first important thing that we do as soon as we declare the main function. So look at the question. So when you look at the question, we will come to know like what are all the variables to be declared for the program. So once I go through with the question, so here I need a variable for largest, I need a variable for smallest and I need a variable for second largest. Okay, so let me take L, S, SL. So these three are the variables. Now along with that, I have to take three more variables. I have to take three more variables for inputting the values. So totally now we have to declare how many variables? That is 6. First 3 for input variables A, B, C. Then next 3 for logic. Largest, smallest, second largest. So totally we are using 6 variables for this program. Okay. So after declaring the variables, the first function we use is clear screen function. Clear screen. CLR, clear, SCR, screen. So this function is used to erase or to delete the previous output on the screen. So before getting this output on the screen, before getting this program's output on the screen, we should make sure that the screen has to be erased, the previous one. So to do that, we need to include this function called clear screen function. As the name says clear screen, it is going to clear the previous output on the screen. So then only we can obtain the output, that is present program's output on the screen. Otherwise it is going to be mixed with the previous output as well as the present output. So to avoid this messy, we are going to use this clear screen function. Is it clear? Now as I said, while explaining in all the programs, we need to have three things, that is input, logic and the output. So these three things are very much important while writing the program. So always remember, we have to start with the input, following with logic and the output. So we cannot write output first or we cannot write logic first. So we must write input statement first. So first of all, we need to include the first as input statement. So these two lines we call it as input statements. That is cout, enter three numbers. So it is going to be displayed on the screen. So it is going to ask the user to enter three numbers, any three numbers. So all these numbers, whatever the user going to enter three numbers, all these three numbers will be stored in these three variables. If the user have entered 5 space, then 10, then 15. So all these three variables, all these three numbers will be stored in A, B, C. So 5 will be stored in A, 10 will be stored in B, 15 will be stored in C. So this is how the numbers will be stored in this variable. So hope you got to know that why do we use variable. Variables will be used to store the values. Fine. So till here, hope you people have understood. So now we'll move on to this logic part. So as I said, so we have done with the input statement, that is enter three numbers. User supposed to enter any three different numbers. All these three different numbers will be stored in this three different variables, that is A, B and the C. So now we are done with the input statement. Now let us move on to the logic part. So instead of biating the logic, if once we have understood, we can write it at any time, right? So if you have biat it, definitely we are going to forget the logic. So don't biat it, just understand the logic that we have. See, before comparing all these three variables with largest and the smallest, make sure you are assigning the first value. We are assigning the first value, that is A value, to the L. Why do we assign? Because we need to compare something with the values. So if you want to have the something, then definitely we need to assign some value to the L. Likewise for the smallest also. Getting? So we are assigning A value to the L. We are assigning A value to the L. As you know that in computer language, we are using from right side to left side. We are assigning the value from right side to left side. So now we are assigning the A value to the L. And the remaining input values are what? B and the C. Now I can compare the remaining input values with the L. Okay, and coming to the smallest, it is also same thing, the same method. Just assign the first value with the S, and the remaining input values, that is B and C, should be compared with the smallest one. Should be compared with the smallest one. So after doing this two logic, now we have one more formula to find out the second largest. You are going to add all the input values one together and largest and smallest another part. Now we are going to subtracting input values with the largest and the smallest, and whatever the values we obtain from this, that value will be stored in this variable called SL. So this till here we call it as logic part. Till here we call it as logic part. At last we have the output statement. You can look at the last three lines, that is largest is equals to L, smallest is equals to S, second largest is equals to SL. And you need to know that whatever the message we put within double quotes, it is going to be displayed as it is. And whatever the value we display without double quotes, then it is going to give the result. It is going to give the value which is stored in this variable. Okay. So now let us trace out the program so that you will understand in a better way. So after watching this video, if anyone of you having any doubt, you can ask me. Fine. So we'll just trace out the program. So to trace out the program, so just we need to know the input values first, right? So look at the output statement. Enter three numbers. User supposed to enter any three different number. So let me take A as 2, B as 3, C as 4. You can take any 3 different numbers. It is not mandatory to take only 2, only 3, only 4. No. Okay. Now, we will trace the program by using this logic. Look at the logic we have. We have to assign a value to the L. For the first time, we have to assign a value to the L. Why? As I said, because we need to have some value to compare with the remaining input values. So now let me assign a value to the L. Now L becomes 2. Now check out the next line. If B is greater than L, check out the B value. 3, look at this. 3 is greater than 2. Condition is true. If the condition is true, it will execute the next statement. What is there in the next statement? We are assigning B value to the L. Now L becomes B. What is there in the B value? That is 3. Okay, now again check out the next condition. If C is greater than L, what is C? C is 4. Is 4 is greater than, check out the L value, that is 3. So 4 is greater than 3. Condition is again true. So if the condition is true, it will print the next statement. What is there in the next statement? That is L is equals to C. That is, we are assigning C value to the L. What is there in the C value? That is 4. Now L becomes 4. Okay. So that's all about largest. So we found out the largest. Now coming to this smallest. So same method, we are assigning a value to the S. What is A? A is 2. We are assigning A to S. Now S become what? 2. Now check the condition. If B is less than S, what is B? B is 3. Is 3 is less than 2. Condition is false. So if this condition is false, it will not print this result. It will check another condition. What is there in the another condition? So we have to check if C is less than S. What is C? C is 4. Is 4 is less than 2. 4 is less than 2. Again condition is fail. Yeah, so if condition is false, it will not execute the statement. So that's all about largest and smallest. Now we have the next statement, that is to find out the second largest. SL is equals to A plus B plus C. That is 2 plus 3 plus 4 is what? 9. So 9 minus, what is L value? L value is what? That is 4. 4 plus, what is S value? S value is 2. So now calculate 9 minus 6. 9 minus 6 is what? 3. That 3 will be stored in this SL variable. Look at the logic part. Now SL is having 3. Now check out all the values. L is having 4. S is having 2. SL is having 3. Now we'll come to this output statement. Look at the output statement. Largest is equals to L. So in the place of L, which value to be printed? That is 4. Smallest is equals to S. So in the place of S, 2 will be printed. Second largest is equals to SL. In the place of SL, it will print 3. So that's all about this program. So we have to learn how to segregate the program. Like we have to give input first, logic next, after that output. So this is how we need to learn the program. So don't buy at the program. So after watching this video, if anybody is having any doubt, you can ask me. You can call or message me. Fine. Thank you.